What's up, everybody? Today I want to invite you to ask yourself a question. Were you put on this earth for no reason? Do you really think that there's no purpose behind life, that it's empty, meaningless, and void of any actual substance? Or do you think, perchance, just take this on for a second, that you might have been put here for a specific reason, that you have a reason for being, that you have a specific skill or gift that could be very contributive to the rest of society, that could actually make a real impact on the world? I invite you to ask this question because I have my own thoughts and opinions about it. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I came to the conclusions that I did, how I discovered my own purpose, and how you can do the exact same thing. Check it out. I'm going to give you a couple of exercises here in this video that you can go ahead and start to use to get this idea out, learn a little bit more about yourself, and connect to your purpose in this life. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around all the way to the end of this video. I'm going to give you 2 exercises that you can do today to dig deeper into your sense of purpose, yourself, your connection to source, and the rest of society around you. Hey, just wanted to jump in real quick and say, if you enjoy this information and these exercises are helpful to you, I'm going to be hosting a live higher purpose workshop on Sunday, August 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be introducing a lot of cool new exercises. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to dig deep into our purpose and we're going to figure that out. We're going to work on it together. It's going to be awesome, really epic. And I want to invite you to that. The link to it is in my school group. If you'll click the link below this video, that'll take you to the school group, and there's a pinned post inside that will give you all the details that you need for that workshop. I hope to see you there. Hope you enjoy this video. Back to the graveyard. All right, so you are here not for no reason. That is my hypothesis. And what I want to do is I want to share with you some ways that you can figure out exactly why you're here. The difference between you and someone who is a very good athlete or a celebrity or someone who has got a lot of notoriety and status is that they have figured out what's different about them and they've developed those skills. So I believe we're all here for a reason. We have a reason for being. And as I stand here in this amazing, beautiful old cemetery, I'm thinking about all the people who have formed the earth before us. Every single person who has been here on this planet has had an effect on the present moment that we live in. And you also will be contributing positively or negatively to the species as we continue to grow, evolve, and develop. Now, to me, there's kind of 3 types of people. There's the type of person that, oh, they're a great guy, good person, so loving, so generous, yada, yada, yada. Then you've got kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. Oh, they were a piece of shit. They were an asshole, blah, 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 blah. And then the third type of person, which I'm going to just go ahead and say this is the worst, is the person who basically never existed. And so each of us have a choice between these 3 paths. Who is it that you want to be? What do you want people to say about you once you're dead and gone? It doesn't mean that you have to have your name on the side of a building or have left some Rockefeller-style legacy. In fact, that might be the opposite of what you want to do. Every single action that you take, it has an effect. All that you're doing is contributive. All that you're doing is putting something into the world, into consensus reality, as we build this world together. That's what we're doing. So if we can think about the impact that we want to have had at the end of our life, then we can reverse engineer that to where we are now. We can start to get an idea of what we need to do and what actions we need to take to start to become the person that we want to be once it's all said and done. Once this watch ticks out of ticks, what do we want people to say about us? What do we want people to think and feel and remember us by? That's really what your contribution is going to be. And it's a great exercise. So I want to invite you to take that exercise, take 10 minutes and do that exercise. 10 minutes, guys. It's not that long. And see what you come up with. Also, remember, it's just a draft. Don't put a whole lot of pressure on yourself. you can redraft it at any time. And I advise doing that as well. Now I want to move on and give you a little bit of insight into your purpose. So this is something that I learned from Steve Pavlina. Steve Pavlina was a self-help teacher for years. He went on to do other things, but he's an incredible teacher. And he taught me, this is how I learned my purpose. He taught me how to find your purpose, okay? And what your purpose is a little bit more general than what you're actually contributing to the world physically, right? Like I would make a distinction here between purpose and function, right? And I'll expound more on that. But what Steve Pavlina asks you to do is to sit down for 30 minutes, okay, with a pen and a piece of paper. You've already done the first exercise, of course, with a pen and a paper, so you already have that. And so now what I want to invite you to do is what Steve, to sit down, take a deep breath, and just start drafting lines of what your purpose might be. Now, there's no wrong way to do this. You just write down what your purpose might be. It might be this, it might be that, it might be this other thing, etc. Now, once you've written something down that makes you cry, that's your purpose. That's how Steve Pavlina teaches it. I would add a caveat to that you don't have to cry, but you will feel a certain type of way. So, for me, my purpose, I did this exercise several years ago, and the thing that I wrote down that made me cry, and I'm an easy crier, guys. Finding Nemo got me, okay? But I wrote down, bring people joy. 3 words, so general. Now that's something that I can do anywhere, anytime. I can be in the grocery line and make someone smile. I can be out in the graveyard and make a YouTube video, make my buddy laugh who's holding the camera. I can be in the post office and just riff it up a little bit with the postal worker. You know, I can also go on stage and do comedy and make jokes, and that brings people joy. So those are a lot of different ways and functions that I can bring my purpose into the world, okay? So I want you to think about your purpose more of a generalized statement, and then the function of your purpose, that's something where you're putting your purpose actually into action. But that's a great exercise that I will invite you to do. I wanted to make that distinction here between purpose and function just so you don't get too much in the weeds about what you need to do, how you need to set up systems and things. Don't worry about any of that. Worry about the generalized statement and what you actually are here to contribute. What is it that your heart really desires to give to other people? That's the thing that's going to make you cry. It's going to be a win for you. It's going to be a win for them. And it's going to be a win overall for society. And then once it's all said and done, you will have left an impact. Again, it might not be some fancy legacy, but who cares? If you put that impact out there, if you come here to do the thing that you were built to do, you were built different for, then how are you going to feel before you get to this part of your life? Hopefully a little bit more complete, hopefully a little bit more connected, hopefully a little bit more close to God. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, I want to invite you to a workshop that I'm hosting live in my school group Sunday, August 24th at 1 p.m. It's a 2-hour workshop. I'm going to give so many cool exercises. We're going to do it live together and in a group of people who are also discovering this for themselves as well, and even deepening their connection and understanding of their purpose all in one Zoom call. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got tons of cool exercises, things I've learned from Peter Sage, things I've learned from Tony Robbins, Vadim Zealand, etc., etc., etc. So this is not a training you're going to find anywhere else. I want to invite you to it. I can't wait to share it. I'm super excited about it. There's over 1,000 people in that school group. I hope you'll join that. Just go ahead, pop in there, say hello. Everyone in there is very, very supportive. They're cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. I want to see you in the workshop. Let's go. Click the link below this video, and we'll see you in there.